Good evening.
What's up, motherfuckers?
And now the news.
What news? We're like, oh, I saw this thing where the guy can't bring his emotional support alligator to the Phillies game, and that's bullshit. That's the closest to news we get around here. What is going on with my hair?
Emotional support alligator. I don't know what's going on. That's an unruly.
It's so fucking hot. Why aren't we in the pool?
It's pretty hot.
Why are we in the pool?
It's just humid.
Why are we in the pool? It's the real field temperature is 94 degrees. We could be playing the dirty cock game.
I don't want to go in the pool.
Welcome to Marital Hate.
Welcome. I'm Douglas.
I'm Stacy.
I'm Douglas.
We don't hate each other.
No.
So right now, I want to kill him because I want to go to the pool.
Yeah.
It's 94 degrees. I'm a middle-aged woman. Is that fan even working?
No, because you left it on and the batteries are dead and we don't
I
have
didn't do shit. Oh my God. Well,
you did not.
All you have to do is tell me that you want something on Amazon and I will order it.
All right, we need a couple of
because when you order
batteries,
things,
apparently. When
you order things on Amazon, you accidentally order yourself one lone guitar string.
I did. I was trying to get
$13. No,
I was trying to get tape wound bass strings, and I'm like, oh, $12. That sounds like a good deal. Because a set of regular guitar strings is maybe $14, $12, something like that.
So for one string,
I'm like, oh, I don't know. I've never bought bass strings before, so I'm like, oh, it's okay. Because somebody told me to get tape wounds because I'm getting a lot of string squeak when I'm playing and trying to record.
It sounds fine. You're being nuts. You need to finish that last song.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind being OCD about the 9 other songs. Just finish that one song.
If I put something out that is not like, oh, Doug's a musician. Oh, his stuff sounds really bad. Like it sounds.
Just get the last
like
song done, and then we can decide from there what we want to do with it.
Okay,
but I need a rough cut so that I can sell it. Me and George need a rough cut so we can sell it.
George is my drummer, not my agent.
To see who can sell it faster than you. Who can sell it the fastest? We need competition. Me and George are competition. I don't even know what's happening with my hair. Now does it look like a turban?
It looks like a pretzel. Had a fight with an octopus. I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just saying that's what it looks like. I'm a visual person.
Sorry we didn't do the podcast last night. I have not been able to move all fucking week. Well, I don't know. My hair doesn't look good. I'm sweaty.
You have nice lipstick though. It looks very nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So I will. I have a few things to share with the class. Do you have things to share with the class?
Not really. No. I was busy.
So you're not prepared.
I'm not prepared at all. Although
I have a few little items.
I think I just screwed everything up. The timer for our pumpkin bread, appears to have been shut off. But I know it was like at about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna put it at 27 minutes.
So at some point in the middle of the podcast,
I gotta go
check
take
on the gluten-free pumpkin bread.
Take the gluten-free pumpkin bread.
So okay, let's see what we've got. I
want some pumpkin bread.
Gluten-free pumpkin bread from Trader Joe's. But what Doug has been doing is, and my suggestion is, go ahead, do it with the bananas.
So we have this recipe for a banana pie,
which we've shared before.
Yeah, which we shared before. So we basically have taken the little layer of banana brown sugar nonsense that you melt in a pan and applied it to this
brown sugar.
Yeah, you melt brown sugar in a cast iron. Then you put a cup of milk. Well, I don't put a whole cup. I put like a half cup of milk
and a banana
and a banana in a blender. Well, don't melt the sugar. Put the banana mixture into the sugar and stir it up, and it makes like a nice, like syrupy, like kind of sauce.
And you pour that on top of your pumpkin bread, and then maybe.
And then maybe your wife orders you a whipped cream dispenser.
That has saved us a lot of time, but we're going
cream. And I bought cream at the store, and we got the nitrous oxide.
We bought the whipped cream dispenser and the cartridges, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I think, all fine and dandy. However, we haven't used it in a sex way. And I feel
we have not.
We're disappointing our viewers if we don't use it in a sex way. They know that we're freaks.
Yeah, we are kind of freaks.
We're not really freaks.
Well, we're really not compared to.
Well, relative to people that have been married as long as we have, and we still have an active sex life, and we're not swingers, I think we're doing pretty good.
Definitely not.
Relative to people that do freaky shit like change each other's diapers and pretend they're cats, I think we're prudes. What do you think?
Yeah, you know what? You think you're all that in a bag of chips, and then you find these people that hang themselves upside down like a bat in a bat costume, and squeak for fun. It's just not.
I don't know what a bat. Do bats blow each other? I think bats blow themselves.
About?
I remember seeing a video of a bat blowing itself. Do bats give each other oral sex? By the way, welcome to the three of you.
Yeah, welcome to that.
Lurkers.
Welcome to this nonsense.
Male bats found to perform oral sex on females.
Oh, that's nice. They return the favor.
It's nice. Everybody gets their cookies.
Why do bats perform oral sex? Look at that. See what it says. When did humans begin having
much.
it? We're going to answer some questions tonight. It's a Fab Friday.
Hello, fellatio Batman. Fruit bats use oral sex to prolong
actual sex.
This sounds like something that happens in Cape Coral. They want me to commit my email address if I want to.
No. You don't want.
It's National Geographic.
That's the government. They're just going to.
I'm on every government list anyway.
I actually want to read the other article too from that.
Well, we can only read so many articles because somebody has to make like some sort of commentary while the other one is entering their email address or reading them.
Now the fruit bat eats fruit. It's not fruity. It's fruit. They eat fruit. The bat sexuality is.
Well, let me just read this.
Recorded.
Can I read this article, please? Because I'm very excited about it.
Sure. This is. I'm going to sit up nice and tall.
All right, wait, WHINGE. Is that whinge or wine? Is that some odd spelling of wine?
In the context, I would think that that's like a cringe, a whinge. I've never heard of whinge.
To stop whinging. I think it's whining. That's how you spell whining? She let off steam by having a good whinge. I think they mean whine.
Oh, maybe.
An act of complaining.
Oh.
Whine. I didn't know.
Never knew that.
Wine, WHINGE. Marital hate is both educational and fun.
Therefore, that sign that people bought in TJ Maxx that said "No whining," it was completely wrong.
Okay, so I would like to get back to my article.
I want to know about the bat
bestiality. Thank you. Many humans whine about not getting oral sex often enough. I get oral sex plenty. And you can get as much oral sex as you can earn stickers on your chart.
Excellent.
You can get.
I'm a big boy.
You have the capacity to get a minimum of one blowjob a week. I feel like that's pretty good.
That's a minimum. Some people don't get that in a lifetime.
I'm saying I'm willing to give you.
I don't know who that is.
A minimum of a blowjob a week if you get 100 stickers on your chart.
That's 52 blowjobs a year.
I would give you more than 52 blowjobs a week. I'm happy to make you happy.
That makes me very nice.
You have trouble sitting back and relaxing though.
Yeah, I do. It's because I'm always on the go. I always have to get something. I always have to be thinking 3 steps ahead.
I don't think that that's true. I do. I think that you live in a state of anxiety and you make it worse on yourself. What? David Ether sounds like you are married. That's
we are married.
The podcast is called Marital Hate, although we have sex and a lot of people who are married do not. So I'm getting back to the bats. Thank you for that topic. Bats. Most humans whine about not getting oral sex often enough. I am not one of them. My husband, I don't know. Do you feel like you don't get oral sex enough?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you going to work on earning stickers or not?
I'm totally going to work on the stickers. Okay.
Yeah. For those of you who aren't paying attention, Doug's blood pressure's been high for quite some time. He's been on medications. And of course he went through a period without insurance. So
but it also does not affect my sexual performance.
It does not affect his sexual performance. I don't know why you felt the need to say that, but he's
it was a segue. I just, you had a segue.
So he was on blood pressure meds. He hasn't been on them for some time. He gradually weaned off when his prescription and insurance and having a doctor ran out. So we're trying to do it naturally, but it's still very borderline. So I made him a chart with things that he could do to help lower his blood pressure.
Or as in Massachusetts, they say, a chat.
And he gets a sticker for each thing. He has a possibility of having as many as 133 stickers a week.
133 stickers.
That he could possibly earn. So if he gets 100 stickers in a week, he gets a blowjob. Because that's the kind of wife I am.
So I turn in the stickers.
And one of the things that he can get a sticker for every single day is sex. So he could get sex 7 days a week. And then I'm
going to need to take some vitamins.
Oral on the 8th day.
I have to take some
vitamin pills. Oil. That's why you have to take a lot of pills. How are you doing with taking your pills?
I have taken all the pills so far.
But how are you doing with it?
How am I doing? I guess it's all right.
You're not having any side effects?
I have a little bathroom side effect.
You've been going to the bathroom more because of magnesium.
Yeah, but it's changed a little bit. When I was taking the old magnesium, it was a good thing, and now it's starting to be a bad thing.
It's good.
Oh, it's good.
It's good. Okay. Anyway, many humans. So if we know only apart from humans to regularly engage in fellatio, is the short-nosed fruit bat.
I thought
that's good because the nose would get in the way. Although I like you get a nose down there, could be part of the fun. Kind of like the accommodator. What? Why do you always have that look on your face when I talk?
Ask the people.
Well, there you go. The bat's sexual antics have only just been recorded by Min Tan of China's Guangdong
Entomological Institute, or GEI, as they
I'm
say.
just calling it the Guangdong. The Guangdong, who are either branching out or confused about etymology. Tan captured 60 wild bats from a nearby park. I wonder if he got shit on by all the bats when they left the cave. Like those people. There was an African cave. The people waited outside. They're waiting for the bats. They're going to study them. The bats come out and shit all over them, and they die from bat shit. The thing. May they rest in peace. Prayers to their family.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Death
from bat shit is not funny.
Death from bat shit is hilarious. House them in pairs of opposite sex and voyeuristically filmed. This guy's a pervert. Gong dong. I should have known. Voyeuristically filmed their liaisons on a nighttime camera. 20 of the bats got busy, and their exploits were also caught
I totally watch that on like an OnlyFans.
I totally watch bats fuck. I'm so turned on by spider porn, and it's not natural.
And spiders are gross. Bats are cool.
Google spider porn for sometimes. There's like a list of things you're not supposed to look up on the internet. Of course, I had to look them all up. One of them was spider porn. I found it to be strangely erotic. The Vern Troyer sex tape, on the other hand, no bueno. 2 girls, 1 cup. No bueno. Blue waffle. No bueno. But fucking spider porn all day long. And bat porn too.
This is very funny.
I'm getting it. Okay. Why are you reading ahead?
I'm reading ahead because you're
supposed to be just listen to what your wife says. Like, be present in the moment. Jesus.
I need to go back to being low energy. Duh.
No, I don't want you to be low energy. I just want you to be engaging with me instead of reading something that.
All right.
And unless you want to be the one to do the reading. Male bats create tents by biting leaves until they fall into shape. These provide shelter and double as harems, each housing several females who the males mates with. Fruit bat text goes like this. The female approaches and sniffs the male. No, I only smell you. You don't smell me.
Oh, okay. I am. Yeah.
Then both partners start to lick one another. Give me your weenus.
That's great.
The male makes approaches with his thumbs like the fawns and mounts the female like the fawns. Sex itself is a typical rhythmic thrusting that we've used to and that we're used to. And afterwards, the male licks his own penis for several seconds.
It's good work if you can get it.
That?
Huh?
Why aren't you doing that? I've never seen you lick your own penis.
I don't hang upside down, and I'm not.
You can reach. Trace's high peaks. Trace, marital hate is at its finest right away. Yeah. Thanks, Trace. Well, we're talking about bat
hit the ground running at bat sex.
Bats are big on oral sex, and the male approaches the female approaches the male and sniffs him. Then they lick each other. Then he takes her to his leaf harem. Fucks her through like a few
little
rhythmic
thumb wings. Yeah.
And he gives it thumbs up like the fawns, and then he licks his own penis afterwards.
Now,
Jesus, I've licked your penis afterwards several times. I've never once watched you lick your own penis. That's just. I feel like you're really disappointing me today. Why are you have that look on your face all the time?
Read the next paragraph.
But Tan also found that the female bat will often bend to lick the shaft of her mate's penis during sex itself. So she can, during the sex.
Wow, she can bend down and go.
And she's licking the dick. I can wrap my ankles around my neck. I might be able to. Maybe we can make that work. We could try. Let's try.
The licking itself only lasted for 20 seconds on average. So each second of it buys 6 extra seconds of penetration.
We skipped a bunch of stuff.
Go ahead.
The behavior happened on 70% of the videos, making it the only known example of regular fellatio in non-human animal. It is also a prolonged sexual encounter. Males never withdrew their penises when they were being licked, and on average,
wait. I don't think this is true because I've seen dogs.
Dogs are not bats. Dogs are not bats. But this is during the act. I don't know. That's
pretty flexible. Yeah,
gotta be pretty flexible. Withdrew their penis, and when males never withdrew their penises when they were being licked, and on average, the behavior brought the couple an extra 100 seconds of sex over and above the usual 2 minutes. I guarantee you, if I licked your dick while it was inside,
that would have the opposite effect.
Some crazy
what do you call it?
Right, some sort of acrobatic
contortionist act. Which,
Cirque
by the
du
way, I
Soleil
can't wrap my ankles around my
situation.
neck, so it's possible. I don't think that that's going to make you prolong our sex by 100 seconds. Males, above the usual 2 minutes. Bats go for 2 minutes. You've been going for a while lately, but 2 minutes seems like a lot of time for a bat.
Tracy says that's a flexible bat, and Tom says if every male could do that, humanity would become extinct. I believe that's probably right.
That's not true, because some people are able to reach their penises and suck their own penises and don't find it to be enjoyable. I'm not going to name any names, but I know some people.
We've both had our backs lock up today, and
it's been what, 3 days for me?
I have she's been 3 days. I woke up today, I couldn't move, and I don't know if it's sympathy pains or what, but it was just a rough day around here.
Do sciatica yoga.
There's a lot of oohing and ahhing getting out of chairs today.
So I just want you to know that so each second of it buys an extra 6 extra seconds of penetration.
I'll take that.
So
I'll take all the help I can get.
I don't know, lick your partner's genitals, and it gives you an extra for every second of oral licking, you get an extra 6 seconds of penetration. In the bat world, I don't know what bat years are in human years, but I feel fairly confident. Not suitable for work. Short-nosed bats having sex. I will have you know that the music choice came with the video and has nothing to do with me. Oral sex is rare in other animals. Bonobos do it. But really, what don't they do? Jesus, this is just down like a rabbit hole of animal porn and interspecies erotica. I just want to watch the bats fuck. I don't know if we can even show it. Can we show it?
I don't know if we can show that.
Where's the goddamn video?
Where's the goddamn video?
I don't know what to tell you guys.
She's all worked up. She wants to watch.
The second this podcast is over, I'm going in the living room, putting it on the big screen, watching, and I'm going to town on myself. I'm going to have bat sex.
Fine. Good sex for you guys, huh? Locking up your backs. And I don't think it was from that.
Well, it was funny because so of course the full moon is this week, which you normally expect there to be a flare for people with Lyme disease. But I just locked up my back, and it happens occasionally. And of course, I used to have an amazing chiropractor who lived close by.
Yeah.
But unknowns to me, Florida is a very large state.
It really is.
So the area that vitamin C chiropractic serves is a little far from me. So I used to have an inversion table that was very helpful. I had my chiropractor that was very helpful. Neither of those are options. However, when I feel sick, there's certain things that make me feel better. Being in the pool, being in the bathtub, riding in my Jeep, and sex usually make me feel better. Oh, and cannabis helps a lot. And by the way, I took some, but it hasn't kicked in.
And if I catch the guy, I'm gonna beat him up.
You're the only person that has sex with me. Okay. I don't even have bats coming over, although there's some sort of animal over there. Maybe it's a bat.
Yeah, it could be an owl.
Maybe there's a bat over there that wants to blow you.
Owls can turn their heads all the way around.
Let me ask you a question.
Almost.
Bat comes over. Bat wants to blow you. Do you let it?
A bat?
Yeah.
Fruit bat.
Fruit bat. He comes over and he's like,
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
And then he's like,
I don't think so. No, it's a he.
It's you don't know.
I want a lovely lady bat.
Okay, it's a lady bat.
Oh, maybe.
And she's like,
it can't be worse than you.
What?
Anyway.
Did you hear that, lady bats? I'm
bats.
Here every day, giving him sweet love, and I make him a chart, offer him blowjobs,
stickers,
and he's more interested in lady bats.
Stickers involved.
I think that's fucking bullshit.
So
Trey says, Trey says, wow, low blow. I don't know which one of us was a low blow.
It was right. Yeah, I
think the bats can only do a low blow because they're very small, although they can fly. So maybe
they're hanging upside down in a tree and doing all this stuff.
I think they can hang upside down wherever they want to. It could hang upside down under this table and blow you right now. So, and it's a nice metal table, so it could easily grab on. I'm just saying, if anybody has a horny bat, want to send it to our way, just PM me. I'll give you our address. We'll take the horny bat.
Did you just pee on me? You said pee on me?
PM me, email
me. Just pee on me. It's all right.
You want it? I don't know that I'm ready for that today, but we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
So we did have the sex quite a bit this week, actually, despite the fact that I did not feel good. Because when I don't feel good, I get more horny because I'm that'll make me feel better.
I actually get when I'm sick, definitely. So if you're sick, like you say you are, then that makes sense.
Well, I appreciate the dicking that you gave me. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate the
access,
the consent.
The all access.
I appreciate you signing the form.
There was no form. What were we making the other day? Oh, cottage cheese. Doug and I were making cottage cheese the other day. He was making cottage cheese the other day, and we found various ways to dress up cottage cheese. By the way, looks gross.
It's fantastic.
Totally
it's really
yummy.
Good. It's good. Sometimes you can dress it up nice.
We've been making the pizza bowls. Oh my God. The pizza bowls is what? Like a half a cup of,
I don't even know.
It's like a cup of cottage cheese to a half a cup of,
you can use ricotta or cottage cheese. And, no, sauce.
You're supposed to use cottage cheese for the protein. And you're supposed to use spaghetti sauce, but like a good spaghetti sauce with no like crap in it. So you do 2 to 1 in the blender. So a cup to half cup of sauce, put it in the blender. You put it in a baking dish with whatever vegetables you like. Excuse me, maybe pepperoni, cheese. You bake it and you eat it like a fucking pizza bowl. And it's amazing. And what does it take? 5 minutes?
Crust free.
Crust free.
Although we have recently discovered the joys of the cauliflower crust pizza.
We do enjoy a good cauliflower crust pizza. Costco has their own brand that we recommend. And then there's a name brand that they carry that's on sale this week. We recommend both. Trace says, I got laid last night with a house full of people and everything. They were all sound asleep.
Well, you better hope they were asleep because there was some
Did you drug them?
Rocking going on.
Did you drug them? Did you drug your family so that you could finally not be vag blocked?
That's drug. They pipe in like some ether.
Yeah, she could have just put it and like made some brownies. Like, here's some brownies, everyone. I put some Benadryl inside.
Sometimes you got to do it.
I'm waiting to hear what's happening for the OG lesbies in their house because they may have almost going back to the house in Georgia, but I still think they should move to Florida. I make a mean homemade sauce.
So here's the thing.
Doug does too. That's what we did on lunch the other day. Are we not talking?
No, we're not talking about that.
Oh,
I think I make a good spaghetti sauce. Stacy makes a spaghetti sauce that she thinks is good. I think hers tastes like peppers and ketchup. Mine tastes authentico.
Come down. We'll have the spaghetti
we'll
off.
Have a spaghetti off.
Had nothing to do with the previous comment. And she said, maybe I need some veg. I think that if
whatever you need, I hope you get.
You need to drug your family so you can get laid. I approve. I don't know that
what do you, Bill Cosby?
Doesn't it feel very tropical tonight?
It does feel tropical. There's a breeze going. There's the owls chirping.
It's a warm breeze. The birds are going crazy.
I don't know if you can hear them. They're out there going.
Out here. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Maybe the owls heard of the stories about the bats and they're all worked up.
Well, listen, it's interspecies erotic. I find it to be sexy.
I can turn my head all the way
back to the topic of cottage cheese, which we've been eating a lot recently.
Right.
We found various things that you put in it, like salt and pepper, chives, olive
Trader
oil.
Joe's onion salt is very good.
Oh, I haven't really done the onion salt.
Yeah, that's the good one.
I don't know if that would be my first choice, but the other day, Doug was like, "Hey, do you want a snack?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "How about some cottage cheese?" And I was like, "That sounds great." And he's like, "What do you want me to put in it?" And I'm like, "Anything that you can think of, but maybe not just."
Yeah, I don't know how your mind got to there. But,
I don't know, but I just don't really feel like that's something that I want in my cottage cheese. It's a weird texture to begin with.
All right.
Like, I feel like...
I don't know why you keep talking about these
because
naughty things.
What people are accustomed to. Their favorite thing on the podcast is the look on your face when I say something horrifying. Trey said, my dad's family was born from Italy, and he taught me no recipe, just by taste. Tracy said, I would love a sauce off. We're going to all sauce off.
Chili is another. I make a good chili. My kids love it. Stacy does not like my chili. She's like, I make better chili. I'm like, okay, then make it. And I've never had your chili. I don't think.
You've had it. It's got beans in it.
I love beans in my chili. I like 3 different kinds of beans in my chili.
I put like
dark
all
red,
of the beans.
Pinto,
here's the problem. I
black.
definitely made you my chili because I made it and I gave the Canfield some when we lived on Surfside Road. Yeah. I've definitely made you my chili more than once. I like sour cream and cheese on top. I use beans. It's amazing. But we have different tastes. Like, you like different candy than I like. It's just weird.
Well, name a candy that you like. Give me a weird candy that you like. We talked about this last night.
Well, like, you like Smarties.
Smarties are amazing. It's so good.
And you like cheap, shitty chocolate like Brock's.
I don't like Brock's chocolate.
You get those chocolate-covered marshmallow things.
But that's just a novelty item. And when you unwrap them, they look like Jesus. We'll get back to that on Easter. I think that one of the better chocolates is Dove chocolate is actually one of the better chocolates.
I think that we have shitty chocolate in America. A lot of the food in America in general is just really shitty because we have so many fucking chemicals in it. As a matter of fact, my friend Mick, who is British and lives in Poland, is thinking about moving to the United States. And I'm like,
no, love your country.
I want to drop out of society. It's gone fucking crazy.
It has a little bit.
Trey says, I like the taste of cottage cheese, but the texture.
Yeah, I get you.
I have
I'm
texture
a texture
issues.
guy.
No, dude, I'm the same way, but I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, it's good.
But do the pizza bowls with it blended and there'll be no lumps. You'll love it.
Yeah,
you'll absolutely love it. She says, I like the spicy chili. Becky doesn't like anything spicy. My
She likes you, doesn't she?
My chili has a little kick to it, but because we put sour cream and cheese on top, it's like almost like buffalo wings, but not spicy.
Now, I will only, well, not will only, but I prefer to eat my chili on top of a bed of white rice.
It's so fucking weird.
No, it's good. It's because you need you need to kind of balance it out. It's like an Oreo. There's a ratio.
That's where the sour cream and cheese comes from, to balance it out.
Nope.
You're being weird.
And then
does anybody else put rice on
on white rice? Yes,
question.
It's so good.
Chili
I don't know where that
rice.
came from.
That's
but Cincinnati people put chili on spaghetti.
I had my Polish friends over once. They wanted to put it on nachos. So whatever they want to do.
People put it on
Tree
nachos.
says, I will try. I don't know what she's going to try, but we'll see.
Yeah, you are spicy.
And she says, ha, 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 I am spicy.
Vixen.
And she is spicy.
Drugging your family.
I enjoy, well, I would drug my family to get laid.
Again.
Trey says, I have heard rice, but I do plain.
You're wrong.
I think rice is
You're wrong.
Weird.
Rice is good.
For some reason, I noted the website, and I can't pull anything up on my laptop because my battery is dead, but glutenfreesociety.org was a website that I suggested. Oh, I watched this guy. He had all these incredible videos, educational videos about high blood pressure, which we need to watch. And his website was glutenfreesociety.org, and they were talking about how being gluten-free and or living a ketogenic diet can help reduce the inflammation and reduce your blood pressure. Oh. And also that's very good for Lyme. So we don't really do keto, but we don't eat carbs. It's kind of our deal. We should probably crack down a little bit. Trace says, oh yeah, I can only be veg blocked for so long. Why don't you guys just go on your camper and fuck?
Why don't you just
fine.
Well, here's the thing: you could take Skyrizi, and that's a beta blocker and a vag blocker.
Don't take Skyrizi. No,
I'm just
kidding. The other thing I was thinking about is white guilt.
White guilt. I don't really have white guilt, but that's
so.
That's only because I am awesome to all people, and I believe my people have been too, forever.
I don't know that that's true. You're British.
I think I'm mainly German and then a little Dutch.
Well,
and a little English.
There's like 9 reasons now for us to do a 23andMe on you so we can find out your genetic
I don't want
makeup.
the government to have my DNA.
The government has your DNA already.
No, they don't.
I gave it to them. I was like,
Stop it.
Put an envelope, mailed it to the FBI.
Tracy says that camping season is coming.
It doesn't have to come to an end.
No, you come to
Charlie
Florida and there's all kinds of campers.
Well, first of all, Charlie's in his camper all year round.
Yeah, but
until the dome's finished. And I don't know where Charlie's been lately. I don't know why he hasn't joined us. I find it to be rude. Everybody call Charlie and be like, where the fuck are you?
Maybe it's grown tiresome for Charlie.
That said,
maybe he's working hard on his dome because winters are coming.
Maybe, but I'm saying that he has his camper still. Becky and Tracy are going out there making body heat. They've got propane. They can turn the heater on, maybe get a little electric space heater.
You don't know what they do.
Perhaps they got one when
they
CM
might do
closed
some
like you did. Remember
stuff.
You got a space heater from work?
Oh, yeah, I did.
From the grab whatever shit you want room?
Yeah, and I also grabbed the table that fell down and broke my sliced my bicep tendon.
Are you going to be okay?
I wasn't because I had to move in 2 days and I had this busted bicep tendon. And I had to lift a lot of heavy things.
It's a busted bicep tendon. Did you go to the doctor for that?
No, I didn't. But look,
have you gone to PT?
I can't make a muscle there. It's all up here. Whereas this one, I've got a bicep here. And this one, it's all rolled up because the bicep tendon pulls it down.
So have you done any exercise to maybe help with this?
No,
PT?
It's fucking severed. And it's not a big deal. And it's just severed. So, and I'm not getting the surgery for it. So there you go. But I remember you were laughing at me when I I got to go do this. When I got the injury. And I was like, yeah, this is not good. See, left or back. It's not good.
Okay, I'm so glad we're alone right now. I have been sick for 10 fucking years. All I want to do is be able to cook and clean and do shit around the house. And old man Gear over there is like, my back hurt. I have an injury. And he does nothing about it. And then he's like, oh, why didn't I feel good? I'm not going to do anything about it. So yeah, this is where the show gets its name from, Marital Hate. I love my husband, but sometimes I want to choke him. Okay. So let's see. So white guilt was a topic that came up, totally unrelated to my husband. But I was thinking about how like people have like white guilt, like they feel like they have to like go out of their way to be like nice to Black people or people of color. because of their white guilt. And I thought that was really interesting because I'm like, I even do it to some extent. I mean, I'm nice to everybody, generally speaking, but like there's these kids in the neighborhood and they come by for snacks all the time. They come by for drinks and snacks or whatever. And we try to hook them up. Although old man Gear kicked them away one day, said, I can't give you snacks every day. And at the time I thought he was ridiculous, but the other day 5 of them came. So maybe he's onto something. But anyway, these kids came and I give them all their snacks and stuff and they leave and they're on their way out. One of them tells me I look really beautiful today. I'm like, now I got to buy them like Gatorade and like Haagen-Dazs, but not the point. The point is that I've been on Doug and I'm like, like these kids are, we're like the white people in our neighborhood, like give them snacks, be nice to them. Like, show them that like, we don't have to have racial division in this company. I'm like, then I sat down, I was thinking to myself, well, am I only giving them snacks because of the color of their skin? No. But do I think that, that smells so good?
That is pumpkin bread.
It smells so good.
Yeah, it smells really good.
By the way, where's the Venus flytrap?
I put it somewhere.
I wanted to eat these bugs.
I don't know where
so anyway,
I think I put it in
I don't know if it's white guilt, but I just want to be a nice person. And then I thought to myself is like, why do people have white guilt? Like I do not own any slaves. Did you have any slaves?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay. Do you know anybody who was a slave?
I'm not that old.
So I think that we need to end the white guilt because
here's how you end a white guilt.
Racial divide.
Everybody just treats everybody how they want to be treated, and that's that. But
I realized that like the kids in the neighborhood, like I would give snacks to every kid in the neighborhood, and the ones that there's now 5 of that we give snacks to, and then there's the 2 down the street who are like, okay, where's the snack for the road? I give a snack for the road whenever they leave, which is usually some sort of junk food the Doug shouldn't have, and I pack it up. So we're feeding a lot of the neighborhood kids now, and they're not expensive pets.
You would feed any kid of any type.
I would, but I do feel like I think it's especially important for us to go out of our way to be kind to everyone. Do I feel more so with the kids who are people of color? I don't know, maybe, but I just want to make everybody feel like they're, and actually this is a really important thing to me. I want everybody to feel like they're welcome and appreciated and part of something, hence the podcast. And it's funny because I can be incredibly like direct and almost to the point where it's like, what are you doing?
I was seeing if I had any comments on my thing because I was noticing the comments. Don't stop talking when I'm over here fiddling around.
I know, but I don't want you to fiddle around. I want you to engage with me. Do you see like
I'm listening. About white guilt.
I had moved on beyond white guilt.
Okay.
You would know that if you weren't on fucking phone. I lost my total train of thought. People driving by real slow.
It's just a breeze. It's not animals running on the roof.
I have no idea what's happening here tonight. We were heading in a direction and it just went off track. My point is I want to be nice to everybody. I want to be kind to everyone. And one thing I've noticed about myself is that as much as I can be incredibly direct, maybe a little too direct at some times, you guys could chime in on that one if you'd like with your own opinions. But I am a big old fucking sap. Like whenever I see people be nice to one another, where people succeed, I'm fucking crying my eyes out. This little girl last week at the Bills game, she's not where the Bills backer bar, she's doing the BILLS. And at first she was so shy, and by the end she was so empowered and psyched about it. And I was tearing up because I was like, oh, it's so nice to see this little girl, like, kind of come into her confidence and to be brave and do something that's hard. And it reminded me of myself as a young girl. It reminded me of my daughters. And I'm crying. I watched when we went to the songwriters contest, I cried for like every single person there because I'm like, these people are like, they're chasing their dream. Like that's really fucking awesome.
Well, it takes guts.
So I don't know. It takes guts. Absolutely. But I just want people to do things that they're proud. I don't like watching the families be so proud of them and the friends, like, and maybe it's because I hadn't really felt like supported in my lifetime. But when I see that, it just fucking makes my heart sing. And when I spend time with like people that make me feel loved, like, hanging out with you and Zach,
and my friend Christina, who always checks on me. And of course, most recently having dinner with all of our friends and all of our friends that came back to the hotel, and I just really felt loved, and it's not something I've experienced a lot in my life. Yeah, it's just I wish I could bottle y'all up and spray on as like a crazy perfume. That would be a weird aroma. Charlie mixed with
that's mixture of
maybe a little puss from Tracy and Becky, and
Gotham. I don't know. Like, Gotham smells like
curry.
No, he smells
Todd
like
Alvey smells like motor oil.
Gotham smells like the fragrance.
He smells like car.
Fragrance counter at Macy's.
He really does.
He smells like. He's always got the cologne.
Which is tough for me because I'm really sensitive to chemicals. Actually, I drive my neighbor to work, and thank God, I mean, she's not doing anything wrong. I'm just super sensitive to perfumes. Thank God I drive her in the Jeep because I wouldn't be able to do it in the Volvo. I did it one day in the Volvo. I opened the back of my nose because she wears perfume and I can't be around it. Actually, that's like our one thing for house guests. Please don't bring anything with fragrance. And every fucking time people do. Although Anne didn't. Anne was great. I also want to become island bird people. So we had Trace says, "What do I smell like?"
Well, I think
pussy. You smell like pussy.
It's not true.
I don't remember what you smell like, to be honest with you, but you smelled fine. I wasn't like, shit, I can't hug Tracy because she smells like chemicals. You smelled lovely, as far as I remember.
I'm trying to come up with something that would smell funny, and all I could come up with was bouillabaisse.
She doesn't smell like bouillabaisse.
I have no idea what that smells like. I was just going for something funny.
Maybe she didn't smell like pussy then because all the vag blocking that goes on in her house. But maybe
that's so wrong. You know
what's wrong? Why
lesbians don't running around that town smelling like pussy?
You run around town smelling like pussy. Not all the time, but some of the time. Do you not want to smell like pussy? Is there something wrong with the way my pussy smells? Do you have a problem with it? Why do you have that look on your face again? That's everyone's favorite look on your face.
Here's the thing. I think it's... never mind.
Trace says, laughing my ass off. Yay. See, she's not offended by it.
Well, we bring joy to her life.
I tried not to wear anything. Well, that's the best way to get laid is to not wear anything. But I think you're talking about the night that we went out. And thank you so much for being so considerate. That was very thoughtful. Tracy says, Douglas, it brings in the ratings. As our semi-official producer, which we have not actually pulled anything together yet, Tracy has a valid point. Back to my list of things.
Island bird people.
I want to be island bird people.
I don't know what that means exactly.
So, as you guys may have recalled, we recently had pulled up, there was a house in Key West that I really liked, and I had plans for how we're going to decorate it. And I was all psyched about it. And then, I had some concerns about it being in a small area and confined and not a lot of land. And so I kept looking, and I found an article about an island right off the coast of Captiva over here.
Which was made famous because that was the first landfall of Hurricane Ian last year.
Yeah, well, we didn't really have any hurricanes this year. At least we didn't. I mean, other people did.
The year ain't over. Another 2 months.
All right, sure. There's gonna be hurricanes every day. But the thing is that it's 3.4 million,
something like
3-bedroom house on an island with a boat, comes fully furnished, has several outbuildings. It's totally off grid, and it comes furnished. It's got all these beautiful carvings. It's like you're in a Buddhist temple. It's really beautiful. It's really well outfitted.
And there's different levels, and each level has its own bedroom and bathroom.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and all these balconies and stuff. And I think it has an elevator.
There's no pool.
No pool is the only drawback, but it is on an island, so you could just jump in the water. Maybe you just dig a little trench, and all of a sudden you have a pool because let's face it, the water table is pretty high down here. So, but my thing is that there's a gazebo on the property, and I'm not really a big fan of gazebos as a rule. But this gazebo reminds me of one of my favorite things at Disney World, the Tiki Room.
The Enchanted Tiki Room.
The Enchanted Tiki Room. And if you've never been to the Enchanted Tiki Room, it's one of the original Disney rides. Doug did some research on it.
I did after we were kind of talking about it the other day. I'm like, I need to refresh my memory.
So some people want Disney to upgrade and become more and more with the times, and some people want it to stay the same. I think, given the amount of land that Disney has and the amount of prices they charge, they should keep the old stuff and add new stuff.
They should. Yeah, you got plenty of room. Anyways, the Enchanted Tiki Room, you go into this room and you sit there, and these birds come out of the ceiling and they all talk. And it was the first ever animatronic, audio animatronic that Disney made. And this was back. I think it was made for It might have been made for the World's Fair in 1960 or whenever the New York World's Fair was. I can't remember.
It's old.
Yeah, so it's old, and it was
older than Carousel of Progress.
And the computers it was about the same time. So the computers to run these animatronic birds gave off so much heat that it was the first ever air conditioned ride at Disney, because they had to air condition the whole building to keep the computers cold enough to maintain operation. Anyways, it's all these birds and they sing a song and whatever.
And it goes in the tiki room, in the tiki room. So I want to get a fuckload of exotic birds that talk, and to teach them to sing the tiki room and have them gather around the gazebo.
Yeah.
So like anytime they're free range on the island, we feed them and whatnot. They go on their little adventures, and then if you sit in the gazebo, they're going to sing the tiki room, and perhaps I've taught them some bad words.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd be on the podcast every night.
So that got us, and it's been a while, but it got us on a conversation of like, if you go to Disney, what are your top rides, or what do you? What's a must do at Disney? And it's Small World. Small World is
I was actually not even thinking about the Disney aspect of it, and I'm happy to talk about that at some point. What I wanted to talk about was the island and being the island bird people.
I got
so now we live on the island, and we have these birds in the gazebo, and they sing songs, and we have to go back and forth to the mainland to go to Costco. I think the boat comes with it, right? So you got this boat, and it comes furnished.
It's a smallish boat.
There's not that much stuff that we need to bring over, but definitely some things I want to bring. So you have your you put it on you got your boat, and you use it to go back to the mainland to go to Costco and whatnot. So my solution was, we want an RV so we can travel. So what I want to do is get an RV that is parked at an RV park that has boat docks. So then when we go to the mainland, we can go to our RV site, dock the boat. And if we want to go camping, we take the boat and go camper and go camping. If we want to go to Costco, we take the car that we keep on the mainland and go to Costco. And then we bring it back to the boat and we go back to land. But then I was like, well, what other kind of boats would we want? Because it has like this big long pier and boat lifts and everything. And it was like, well, we definitely need a canoe with an outrigger if we're going to be island people. So then I thought we'd be island people and kind of drop out of society in a weird way, except for the Costco part of it. And we've got our boat with an outrigger, and we're, rowing along the shore, and my hair is all in knots, and clearly I've dropped out of society in a weird way, and I definitely don't wear a bra ever again. And maybe I'm naked sometimes. Maybe I just wear a coconut bra. I'm gonna need a bigger coconut, but we'll give it a shot. So we get the birds they fly along with us, or they sit on the outrigger, and we'd be the island bird people, and everybody would know us as the island bird people.
Well, in a perfect world, they would help you navigate, because I don't know anything about boats or navigation of boats.
Well, I'm on an outrigger. I'm not going outside of the line of sight of our little island. There've been a lot of comments here. Trey says your face,
my face brings in the ratings.
Oh, yes. Doug's face does bring in the ratings. He only makes a face when I say inappropriate things.
Face of perfection.
So what came first? The inappropriate things, the ratings, or Doug's face?
Inappropriate.
I usually come first. It's like payback for all the other women in the world. Trey says, does this mean we have to dress up like a bird and move about the island? Or are we about the island hunting birds? Okay. If you want to come to the island and dress like a bird, no judgment. Please don't hunt the birds. The birds are our friends.
It's a hunt-free island.
Trey says it was gorgeous. It was on my personal Facebook wall. If anybody wants to see it, go check it out. Tracy says, I love the tiki room. How can you not love the tiki room? And they should pay their employees better. I agree with you completely. Disney needs to pay their employees better. Doug and I like to fantasize about going to Disney by watching Disney videos over and over again. Tom says, I like the whole Orlando theme parks thing. My daughter just loves it still. No, dude, we love it. We love it. We haven't really done any outside of Disney, but we haven't really, done much because we've been broke. But we would love to do.
Waiting for this podcast.
We would love to basically live at Disney.
Oh no! Well, like we watch RV videos. We'll also watch Disney videos with the same thing. We don't have money for either, but yeah.
But we kind of fantasize about them a lot. One day. And Trey says Haunted Mansion is #1 for me at Magic Kingdom, Kilimanjaro at Animal Kingdom, Soarin' at Epcot, tied for Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios.
Tower of Terror was my I'd never been on anything like it. And I thought it was so funny.
I gotta tell you, my favorite Hollywood Studios ride is probably the Great Movie Ride, and it's gone.
It's all gone.
My favorite Magic Kingdom ride. I'd be willing to bet that that new Tron thing looks pretty good, but I gotta go. I like Haunted Mansion, but I Small World. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train's pretty good.
Small World was good, and Splash Mountain was always
Splash Mountain gone. Yeah, Splash Mountain was my favorite.
Oh, that's gone now. Yeah.
But my grandmother loved Small World. She thought that was my grandmother's introduction to the culture of the world.
Oh, interesting.
It was a Small World. So she thought that's what, like, if you went to a foreign country, that's what those people look like.
The thing that I like about Small World is that it's like artsy craftsy, and this artwork, and it's
got that 70s vibe to it.
It's got a 50s 60s vibe to it. The way like things have bigger heads and smaller bodies, or like I remember there's like if they draw like a cat, it looks kind of like the Pink Panther, like kind of like with the skinny neck or whatever, like very like back when they used to animate by hand, and like like that, and it's like you could almost like envision like people making this stuff at home and bringing it in.
Well, the thing that's really interesting is that somebody showed today, it was a clip of Christopher Robin and Mowgli from the Jungle Book, and it was like they're walking up a cliff, and it was the same thing. It's like motion. It looked like they just used the same.
Oh, they've seen a couple of those
where they use the same stuff, and they just they're like, all right, I'm gonna make that guy brown to be Mowgli, or I'm gonna make I'm gonna add a couple of trees so it's the 100-acre wood, or throw owl in the branch, or whatever. But I do enjoy Small World, Thunder Mountain Railroad, all the classics. And then Animal Kingdom. Kilimanjaro Safaris is absolutely unbelievable. But the other one that's really good at Animal Kingdom is that Lion King Live is fantastic.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And then
they still have that?
Yeah. And then
that never goes
out
of style.
And now Epcot just got I think 2 new rides, the Ratatouille thing, and then the Guardians. And
I don't know anything about them.
But I will tell you that Soarin' makes me a little queasy. It's not my most favorite.
What was that? The Mission to Mars?
Fuck. Oh my god, that made me sick. I ended up in a hotel room for 5 days by myself. So anyway. Tom's chiming in. I saw the Small World at the World's Fair.
That is unbelievable, Tom. I
didn't know that you were old enough to go to the World's Fair. I thought that was like 1940.
No, 60 probably. Was it 60, Tom? I know it
old
was early 60s.
Are you older than Doug?
No, he is a little older. He's a little older than me, but he still rocks out.
I hear that. And that bitch Madonna won't even help him out with an extension cord. Fuck her.
She was fine.
No, she was not. Tracy said, I do like It's a Small World. The elephants were great. Yeah, I think that and the Jungle Cruise.
There were elephants. I don't know, elephants in Small World.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's also elephants in the Jungle Cruise. Trey says, they do that with almost every Disney movie. Yeah. And then there's also some subtle sexual things in there that do not. I don't think Disney is for children, to be honest with you. Plus children are annoying. If you're trying to enjoy a theme
Disney
park,
movies are not for children, but the theme parks are for everybody.
I don't agree with that either. I think it's not. And I find some of the things that they do at the theme park to be very unsettling. But again, still love it. It's just they take your fingerprint. Why do they need that? They're always looking at your face. I don't know. Trey said, I had a friend that danced for Lion King.
Well, we're still friends.
We are still friends. Prove it. Get them to come over and do a Lion King dance live on the podcast. Not that we're trying to exploit anyone, but we need entertainment to keep the viewership up. Tom says, I've seen it enough by now. Small World was featured on A Wonderful World of Disney. It was a huge deal. I love that shit. Small World is fucking awesome. Trace says Disney is not for children at all. Ian says, I hope you're feeling better. Disney is not for children. I agree with you. Waterworld at Universal was the best live show. Ooh. I've never seen it. Trace did say something about Harry Potter earlier. Harry Potter, we went when it was like somewhat new.
Yeah, it was relatively
so it was just new. Like the 1 or 2 Harry Potter rides, and they were great. I was not feeling well that day. But the Harry Potter rides when we went in that area were absolutely beautiful. I would love to go back, and I would really like to go to Universal Halloween Horror Nights, but that's
that'd be cool.
That's going to be some money.
Speaking of Disney, I saw something this week that Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom is starting up again. And you guys are probably too young to remember Sunday nights, you'd have Disney and you'd have Marlon Perkins and his friend Jim Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, and they would go, and Jim would jump out of a helicopter and try to wrestle a 20-foot anaconda. Like Marlon never did anything.
She's going back like that.
It's coming back and with like kind of a bent to do like conservation and prevent extinction.
There's actually a show about the animal kingdom, and they talk about what goes on there.
There's a show about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
We've watched it a couple times.
There's a show about the Bronx Zoo as well. That does that.
They were having fucking problems in New York. I don't know if it was the Bronx Zoo or the New York Zoo, and they have had flooding. So basically, the water is like up to here, and the
I saw that
fence is up to here. And
Tom, are you okay there in New York? And
are you living in Waterworld right now? Do you want Kevin Costner to save you when he's not on his dude ranch? Or
I don't know if
making a field.
Brooklyn is too tough to have flooding, but hopefully everybody's.
I don't know. Well, on an unrelated note, we were sitting here the other night, and I always think about I've been sick for a long time, so I think about when I die, and I also think about Doug does everything for me. Like, what happens if something happens to Doug? And the way I figured it is, if I go first, Doug's not going to know what to do with himself. He's going to be miserable and sad, and he'll die a slow and miserable, lonely death. So it's probably better if he goes first. Which
I was going to replace you with 2, 3, 4 lovely ladies and create like some sort of little bat harem.
Go back to my cave, to my harem. In any case, I decided that what I would do is get one of those sex machines.
Yeah. Oh, right.
And just sit there with I just get I don't know, DoorDash delivered till I ran out of money, and sit there with one of those sex machines, watch Walking Dead. And,
all the things you don't want to do when I'm around.
I don't need a sex machine when you're around. Right. I get you.
But yeah, I don't like to watch Walking Dead. I don't like
machine. So anyway, that's just my thought on that. You guys should think, do some. I think it's important that we all do some long-term planning. And
indeed,
if you don't have a long-term plan, I suggest you steal mine. That was a good one.
And then Ann says those were the days Lassie, Disney, and Lawrence Welk. Yeah, Lawrence Welk was on early. Then I think Marlon Perkins was on, and then Disney was on. My mom used to do her ironing on iron my dad's shirts on Sunday night and listen to the Statler Brothers records. Information you don't need to know. So Tom said they had Crazy Rain. Is that like Crazy Train? Only Crazy Rain?
I should move this before it bites you.
Weather modification is best. I always blame Dick Cheney's weather making machine.
So you get to clearly read what that says, though. Weather modification at its best.
That's what I said.
You mumbled it.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm having a stroke.
And then, please don't. Tom says, I have COVID right now. It sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that, Tom.
Tom, do we need to mail you some?
A few people we know have COVID right now.
Really?
Yeah, no more than a couple other people.
Thanks.
And then the kid down the street's sick. We were supposed to babysit tomorrow, but sickness pervades. Smothers Brothers was the bomb. Yeah, again, this is all from before I was born.
It was long before you were even a glimmer of hope is what you were.
I was not a glimmer of hope. I was never a glimmer of hope. I was never wanted as a child. Right. I'm not wanted as an adult. Everyone hates me. Nobody likes me. Guess I'll go eat worms. That's what I've been doing during the
eating worms.
Well, just the one pink one.
I can't control its color.
You could put self tanner on it.
Self tanner on it.
What if you jerked off a self tanner?
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess you would know because then I'd have this golden brown weenie.
Okay. Well, I do want to.
What else? Yeah. Nope. We're good. We're
okay. So I was watching Huberman again.
I don't know what Huberman is.
He's a Is it
fake news?
He's a neurologist. He's made the circuit on all of the shows. Before I go down this Huberman track, this is Tracy's little friend, and she's the one in yellow.
Oh, look at that.
But anybody could take a picture of some dancing ladies and say that's my friend. Yeah. I mean, I think that she's lying about having a wife.
I've met Becky. And I'm pretty sure they're together.
You're not sure you've met Becky because you think
I've never seen them
person?
Both at the same time, probably. I don't know.
We're not sure if Tracy and Becky really do have a relationship, but we are all going to pray for Tom that he has a swift recovery. We pray that Tracy can find her hologram of a wife and maybe a hologram of friends. I don't know. Not really sure. But Huberman was talking about dopamine. And he did this whole long chat about dopamine. So dopamine is a feel-good hormone that we all have in our bodies, and we're always chasing it, which is actually part of the reason why we're all constantly on our phones. So what happens is, like, there's varying levels of dopamine. So we have this like low level of dopamine we get from like just the brightness on our phone, all the excitement on our phone. And then when we see a like, we get like a little dopamine rush. But when we have something that blows up, like goes viral or even has 100 likes or 100 comments, and we have a lot of those, at least on our personal walls, then you get that dopamine rush. That's why so many people are addicted to their phones. But what happens is it's almost like you need a baseline level, constant baseline level to keep you going.
Yeah.
As opposed to that rush of dopamine. You actually get way more of a dopamine rush when you earn
it.
When you earn it. And it's actually interesting because I was talking to Nolan about this because he had he's making some choices in his life, and I don't want to go into his personal details, but I was like, there's something about prolonging, a relationship, to getting to know someone and that build up, like there's value to that. And so you want to have that dopamine build up because you can't get back like a first time. Not that he's doing a first time or anything like that. It's just, you can't. Like that's where my brain went on. It was like, well, you have somebody, that dog needs to stop already. You have somebody that you like and, you can't wait to tear their clothes off, which obviously we did. And you really want to get to know them before, and you want to prolong that for as long as possible because we'll never have another first kiss. Although we have a lot of really good kisses.
We have a nice time.
But it's not the same as the first kiss.
No, like, but that was
the first time you have sex, which is usually super awkward. She's sending more pictures. I just don't believe that you have a friend. So just kidding.
So Tracy is praying for Tom, by the way.
Yeah, of course we're beating Tom.
And Tom said the COVID test he had lying around was old. The solution had evaporated in the tubes. As long as it wasn't a condom that was lying around, you should be all set.
Tom, I have the hippy dippy Horowitz protocol with supplements for COVID support. If you want it, let me know. It's Dr. Richard Horowitz COVID support. It's like a bunch of different supplements I was on already, but I'm happy to send it to you.
Tom said he is doing fine. The Paxlovid made a huge, I don't know what that is.
That sounds like a pharmaceutical to me.
But hey.
And Trace says we cannot hear the dog. Okay, but I want
Tom
the
is
dog
a national treasure.
To shut the fuck up. And Trace said, it's not all about you, Tracy. She said, y'all made me fucking die laughing.
What did we say? Was that funny?
I'm glad she's laughing.
Well, we probably offended someone. And
I don't know.
She thinks that's funny.
Because
that's what lesbians do. I don't know.
Well, because I said that her wife is imaginary, her friends are imaginary.
No, it's not funny.
I don't know. Now,
now what?
Holy fuck. This just came in. And I don't know if it's accurate. Breaking: RFK Jr. to announce independent run for U.S. president?
It has a question mark.
I hope to God he does. I would love an independent candidate.
He's a smart dude. Like him or not. Are you imaginary? I might be imaginary.
Yes, I am imaginary. I'm a figment of your imagination.
This is computer generated.
This is something that they would let out in public.
Not be allowed in life.
No, I'm a figment of your imagination. By the way, Journey into the Imagination with Figment.
I don't know what that is. I don't remember that.
Dumb. Okay, what else do we have? So that just came in. I hope.
What is the source on that?
children'shealthdefense.org, which is an anti-vax group.
Oh, that's reliable. I thought it was going to be like Reuters or something.
But okay. First of all, I don't appreciate your passive comment, like, "Oh, that's reliable."
I'm not saying it's not one of the
because. But they would be in terms of RFK because he's a noted anti-vaxxer who's done a lot of work. Well, he wouldn't call himself an anti-vaxxer, but he's been a vaccine skeptic. And that is one of the biggest PACs that supports him. So probably they're sharing this information to test the waters and see how people react to that.
Well, it might be clickbait. We haven't read the article, but I would say that it would behoove them, since they're a anti-vax organization, to stir the pot and get clicks on their thing where it might have no merit.
Well,
so I'm just saying,
I haven't read the article.
We'll just chill out.
But I'm not talking about the article. I'm talking about just the concept of RFK running as an independent candidate. I think would be a good thing.
I think it's fascinating.
I received the article while we were on the call, so I did not have time to read it.
Let's read it.
However, I don't want
to come back. I'm just kidding. I'm just have banter.
I understand that, but like, I feel like you're like it's a question that was mentioned in the the headline of an article. I'm not delving into the value of the article here. Okay. I'm saying that I think that him running independent regardless of whose idea it would have been, I could have found it written on the bathroom wall at the stripper tent. I would still think it was a fucking good idea.
I think it is. It's an interesting
Whether
idea.
it's going to happen or not, I don't know. Even they didn't know, as is indicative by the fact that there was a goddamn question mark at the end of the statement, and I haven't even read the article. So anyway, back to Huberman and dopamine. You've got to earn shit. So, so what happens is you, when in life, they found that like, that's what they do with casinos, is they're able to realize like they need to win occasionally to continue to look for it. And, you know, people need that rush of the rush of dopamine, which is why I use a planner with stickers, which is why I've got your little chart with all the stickers. Wow. And then, you know, big prize at the end of the week, blowjob. So that should give you a nice rush of dopamine.
It should, yeah.
Or I guess I'm the one that ends up with the rush of dopamine.
You get a little,
Trace said, Trace asked if I'm imaginary. Yes. Anne said he was going to change parties. I heard Trump may do the same. Listen, I personally, I'd love to see the two of them run jointly as an independent
Trump runs
candidate.
as a Democrat and blows up the whole world.
Like
the whole political thing. Oh, that would be just nuts.
No, I want Trump and RFK to run together on an independent ticket. I would vote for that every day.
I would not vote for Trump. I don't care if the second coming of Jesus runs.
If it was a Trump RFK ticket, you wouldn't run it.
Not unless RFK was in the presidential situation.
Trace says no, but my brain could conjure something like you. Well, you should probably see a psychologist about that.
And then Tom is inquiring about the stripper.
Okay, so Tom's new with the stripper tent.
I don't know if Tom should know about the stripper tent.
As a result of Hurricane Ian, which was just about a year ago, half of Fort Myers Beach was destroyed, including a strip club. And as we were to find out from my friend who is a structural engineer in the air, or what kind of engineering? Does he just fancy fucking engineering?
He's involved in the
building.
He knows that
there's sinkholes, and he's a big fan of strip clubs. So what he told us was that in order to maintain their liquor license, they have to their adult entertainment license and their liquor license, which are very hard to get. They have to serve alcohol every 6 months. So they got a temporary permit to put a stripper tent up. They put a tent up, and it was a strip club run out of a fucking tent, and the pole was in the middle. It wasn't mounted anything, so it was like kind of swaying in the breeze.
Florida strong.
My friend had a great time. A lovely African American woman who had a pretty fucked up boob job where the tits were dropping down here, but the nipples were up here, had pulled a light up butt plug out of her butt, cleaned it off with her mouth, and reinserted it into her rectum.
That's fun.
We had previously heard of this strip club because we were looking up reviews as we drove by, and a nice gentleman had gone there and gotten a hand job from a midget stripper, and she stole his wallet. In any case, my friend is very disappointed.
So buyer beware.
To tell you that the lot once occupied by the strip club, that was a strip club tent temporarily, has been purchased by a large Miami outfit that does high-end stripping, as it were. Perhaps not dissimilar to what's that big one? Is it Sneakers? What's the big one in New York?
I don't know. That's Tom.
Tom, is it Sneakers? Why do I want to call it Sneakers? I don't think it's called Sneakers. S something. In any case,
Slutville.
It's like a high. It's going to be a high-end strip club, and my friend was very disappointed in that because he finds
he likes the lowbrow.
The busted-up girls make him feel better about himself, and so. But before they can build the new fancy high-end strip club, which we will definitely never go to, they are going to have to open in the tent again. So when they open in the tent again, we'll be there. I'm hoping that lady will have the light up butt plug and maybe have a strobe light.
I'm not bringing my wallet that day.
Maybe I'm having a seizure.
Put my wallet in my shoe.
You don't have any money.
Oh, that's true.
You can't put money in your hookahs because your hookahs, you have no money left.
Yeah.
Tom says it sounds fabulous. Tom, you're welcome to come down and go with us.
Tom, direct flights from JFK to RSW. We'll pick you up.
But if you bitch about my Jeep not having any doors, I'm gonna smack you. I'm so fucking sick of just so y'all know.
Tom's in a silver suit that he's got, and he's like he doesn't want to get rained on.
Let me just explain something to all of you. I drive a Jeep. I love the Jeep. I love the Jeep more than Doug. It doesn't have doors on it. For some reason, the back doors are on it. It drives me fucking crazy. Right now, the top is on it. Like it's like the emergency top.
Summertime.
These things are all like, no, I want that bitch to be naked. When it rains, I throw my head back and I laugh my goddamn head off because it's fucking awesome.
Tom says he doesn't know what strip places are still open, but there's one behind his Costco. I wonder if they offer
that's the best day ever.
Strip
club in Costco. If it weren't in New York,
could get your beef hot dog at Costco and bring it over and enjoy that. high end like Heidi Fleiss. You're right.
Enjoy one. Incidentally, Aldi has made their own knockoff of Oreos that they are calling Cream Betweens. Cream Betweens.
That was her nickname in high school.
It was not my nickname in high school. My nickname in high school is actually somehow worse. Apparently Costco is now selling gold bars.
Oh, I did see that.
So,
I want me a Costco gold bar. I don't know what for.
You can get things that you can get at Costco.
Gold
Coffins,
bars.
diamond engagement rings, eye doctor appointment, hearing appointment. Don't go to Estero. Those girls are just fucking around back there. Yeah. You can get tools, tires, booze,
baked
pharmaceuticals, family planning. You can buy condoms there. You can buy bundt cakes of various degrees, meat,
fish,
organic fruits and snacks,
frozen shrimp up the gang,
non-organic fruits and snacks. In some cases, you can buy some fruit with a peel on it. You don't want that shit. But in any case, there's stuff you can buy there.
Tracy says, why aren't all cookies called Cream Betweens?
Oh, you know what I used to love? What was the name of that place? Was it called the Cookie Connection in the mall? And I would
right.
I would get 2 cookies between with icing in the middle of them. It was my fucking favorite thing.
And Tom reports that they have an aisle of adult diapers. Tom knows that because he wants to protect his nice silver suit just in case.
Tom says like Idiocracy. That was a fantastic movie, which is pretty much what's going on in society today. Trace is agreeing. I think it's always good when we all agree, but I do want to share another thing with you.
What do you got?
Because it's 9:07 and we've been trying to wrap up a little earlier, but again,
we have lovely gluten-free
Tom, Ann, and Trace, and fourth person to be named later. We'd love to know what you guys. Trace weighed in on this. We were thinking about just doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 p.m.
Niner.
Wanting to hear what you guys thought about that. Of course, we still always have the challenge of occasionally
staying up that late.
Occasionally, I feel like fucking shit and can't do anything, and that's kind of an issue. It's been an issue in terms of promoting the podcast. It's been an issue in terms of doing the podcast. It's kind of a challenge. It's I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but I'm disabled. Like sometimes I just can't fucking do anything, and it sucks, and I hate it. But
handy capable.
I don't know about that, but here we are.
How much is an ounce of a bar of ounce of gold?
I don't know. I'd have to pull it up, but I wanted to pull up something else.
All right, you pull up.
So I don't know if they're still on sale, but yesterday, as one of the, so we've both been having back pain. Doug's been having foot pain. They're still on sale, not for as little as I got them for. So there's the name brand, which is called a Theragun, which is this gun for your. It's like a vibrator. And it's a massage gun. It has it's for pain, and it has 8 different pieces of different replacement heads and so forth. It has 10 speeds and an LED screen. Trace has the exact same one. Well, actually, I think her brother bought it and she stole it from him. But I got it for $39.99. And you can still get black, gray, and silver for $39.99 on Amazon.
What the hell are the other colors?
The carbon is $69.99.
Fancy.
So it's currently 75% off, 79% off. It's normally $189.99. It's on sale for $39.99. I got to tell you, if you don't have one of these, you want one. It's fantastic. So I'm not only using it for the pain that I have in my back, but I'm also using it to drain my lymph nodes. It's probably the best $40 we've ever spent. Nice. What do you think? But I will tell you, I've been using it to drain my lymph nodes. So of course I'm starting here, then my armpits, and then I do my stomach, and then I do my groin. And then I go to my knees and feet and all that stuff. But when you do your groin, it makes you feel kind of phony.
Hello.
Because it's a lot of vibrations.
It is.
I feel those vibrations. So anyway, here's a photo of it.
Marking me a funky bunch.
Here is a photo of it, and it is the Raemao, Raemao massage gun deep tissue. And it's on my personal wall if anybody is inclined. I see some comments.
So catch up on the comments. I was wondering if you guys took Friday and Monday off and did the podcast the other days. Monday is actually a pretty good day to do it. Although we
usually have stuff to talk about
with football, but we do have stuff on Monday. Ann got a gun from Amazon.
That's where we got ours.
Which was $35. It was awesome.
Yeah,
Tracy agrees. Best investment and so strong I cannot go very high. And
no, I only have
the best little machine I've ever used.
So Tom, you should get one. And if the fourth person that's out there watching, you should get one while they're
cure
on
your
sale,
incontinence.
Hang on to that shit.
And then
They should open a
Tom's
weed department at Costco next to the dildo easer. Next to
dildozer.
dildozier.
I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce your fancy words, but
Tom, you're gonna dumb it down for us.
I think
really?
that Theragun could very easily be used as various sex
you
toys.
could, yeah, you could.
And they definitely sell those at Costco.
There's all
but
kinds
not
of flanges
for as cheap as we got it on
involved.
Amazon.
Costco, the gold bar. They have 2 gold bar options currently. Both have price tags that are slightly under $2,000.
But they're little. They're like 1 ounce bars. They're not very big.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what.
Ow!
And here they are. They have like little.
They're only 1 ounce.
They have little.
1 ounce is not very much gold.
1 ounce of gold, 9.9%.
1 ounce.
Yeah, an ounce. I don't have any gold right now.
I don't have any gold either, but I do have a hot flash that is about to take me down. And I wanted to do. So I'm looking forward to. So I don't know. Yes, in theory, doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would give us like a whole 5 days off over the weekend, but that gives people who are lonely a lot more time to themselves. And part of what we're doing here is trying to give people who are lonely some companionship. Tom, Todd, me, you. We try to keep people, and then the other thing is that we kind of need a break in between to prepare for the next episode. And I still have all this fucking editing to do so we can make short clips for other platforms. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. But is there a time that is better for you?
2:30.
Ian, is it a preference? Like, is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday better for you? Is there one day that's better for you? I'm asking you guys personally what is best for you, because we want to try to accommodate as many people as possible and maybe give ourselves a little break. What do you got? Is there another comment?
Ann says she blows the thing up to level 30. Oh,
Jesus.
Ann, jeez. Ride 'em cowboy. And then apparently the dildozer was from the movie Idiocracy, I'm guessing. Like a bulldozer, but it has a knob.
Interesting.
I bet that would be very popular with the ladies.
Interesting.
The lady friends.
I look like a fucking hot mess today. But that's driving me crazy. I think a lot more people watch the podcast if I was still as hot as I used to be.
I don't think that's true at all. People
Guys,
come for your insightful wit.
It's funny because sometimes we have like a bunch of people watch, and then we have a bunch of people tell us that they watch and that they love it, and I never really know who's into it.
It's funny. I get like likes after the fact. So I don't know if people are watching it like after the fact, things like that. So.
I don't think people see it on my page at all because I think I'm so fucking what do you call it? Shadow banned. That doesn't show up.
It's possible, but I
don't know. I want to keep doing it because it seems like the people that watch it really like it. So if y'all are inclined to share with your friends, tell them about it, we'd appreciate it.
Unless we take like a month off, do a planning session, and we come back slick as hell with all kinds of
I'm always doing some sort of planning. I'm always doing a planning session. The problem is my stupid illness gets in the way.
So Ann likes to ride them hard. Apparently, that's good. Tracy says we're beautiful people, and Tom says makes no difference to him. He will tune in regardless of time. And Idiocracy, he's still on the movie, yes. So
maybe we need to have an Idiocracy watch party.
Oh, that'd be nice. That movie was quite interesting.
Terrifying.
Yeah,
a terrifying version of our current reality. So I wanted to do gratitude real quick.
Gratitude.
It's Friday night. It's already 9:15. I want to go inside and eat some pumpkin bread. Perhaps get some dicking. Or maybe I'm just gonna have to crawl into the house because my back hurts so much. So I would like to start off by saying I'm grateful for the people that watch and support the podcast. You guys are our favorite. We fucking love you guys. And Doug?
I'm grateful for this shirt that was mailed to me from my friend Brent, who did not want it. I'm like, how do you not love the cramps? I don't know.
But that's also a little big for Brent. He's
maybe I'm jacked and Brent is not. No, I'm kidding. Brent's on the goddamn Peloton every goddamn day.
They have a Peloton and a tonal.
I have a body shaped like a potato.
I would like a Peloton rowing machine and a tonal.
Okay.
Oh, when we win the lottery, we'll put it in our island house. Trey says we are beautiful people. Oh yeah, obviously, inside and out. But when I was hot, I was hot. I'll have to send you a picture sometime. Tom says makes no difference to me. We already talked about that. You only make it 5 minutes into a movie.
It's quite true.
Not usually, no. That's right.
Quite true.
Thank you for paying attention. I am so thankful for you guys, obviously. I'm thankful for cannabis because I would not have gotten through the last couple of days without it.
I am also grateful for that. I'm grateful that you felt good enough to come out here, and you might not make it back in the house, but at least we've got
it's going to involve crawling.
We've got it this far, but
it's going to involve some crawling. I'm grateful that you took care of me today and this week in general, because I have not been able to do anything for myself. Like I've had to be helped to walk from one room to the other. It's a good look.
Trey says, I'm thankful for you guys continuing to make me laugh. I'm thankful for the stupid TV that makes me laugh.
Oh, we've been tuning into ourselves into a little Love is Blind.
Oh my God.
From the get-go, when the two people meet, I'm like, there's no spark there. And
she had a gallon of makeup on, and he's like, I don't like women wearing a lot of makeup, and it turned him off.
But he was a stick in the mud. He was a dud and a half.
I don't know that he's a dud and a half.
He was a dud.
I just think that he's a very specific type. Reminds me of our friend Zach quite a bit.
And Zach is not a dud.
Zach's not a dud, but like he's he's conservative in some things. And if he was looking for a romantic partner, he wouldn't just be looking for some girl to stick his dick inside. He'd be looking for somebody to, be the mother of his children one day. So he's thinking about their character and whatnot.
Well, I think this, I don't know. I think a lot of people like, well, if they're not perfect in each and every, one of my checklist things, if they're not perfect, they don't perfectly adhere to that, then this person's like not for me, rather than saying, how can this?
So when you watch these shows, right? Like, of course they're fucking ridiculous, but they're guilty pleasures for us. But when you watch them, you're like, a lot of people just run into it, and they're either running into it for the fame or they're running into like love or whatever. Exposure. And I think that it's scary to go on one of these shows, and it's really brave of these people, but don't, like with Love is Blind, you talk and talk and talk, and then you propose, and then you get to spend some time together, and you get to decide whether you're going to actually marry the person. So I think that to be a little cautiously optimistic
on a game show, absolutely
is a good idea.
But that guy was a dud.
I don't know that he was a dud. I just think that like he thought that she was super down to earth and genuine, and she comes across in person as fake.
I think
because of all of the makeup and all of the
big stuff,
and he just, I think he just wanted like a nice like girl next door kind of girl, and he's
has he ever watched a show before?
Well, yeah, most of the girls are like that. Yeah. Like most of them are like wearing a lot of makeup, and it's so sad. Like it's something that drives me crazy because here, even in town, like people are always asking about, where do I go for Botox? I'm like, dude, you're beautiful the way you are. Why do you need to change anything?
Says the lady that's like, I'm not hot anymore. You are beautiful the way you are.
I'm not, but hang on. I like when so there's pictures of me out in the world. I will find you guys one. I was a lot more attractive before I got sick. I looked a lot different. And I'm still an attractive person. And I still get hit on and stuff, but it's different. It's different than being young and attractive, like I was. And you get fucking spoiled.
I'm old and attractive. I look like George Clooney.
Do you really think that?
Wow, some guy did.
We were playing that the other day. I was like, you look like him. And they were like, Matt Damon. He's like,
the story behind that is she had business in Miami. I flew down to see her for like 8 hours. And we had dinner somewhere on South Beach on the main drag there. We're outdoors. And some guy walks by the restaurant. You look like George Clooney. And I'm like, yeah.
This is me before I got sick.
That's when you had hair that wasn't rope.
I had hair that wasn't rope. I didn't have any tattoos. I had a job. I had money. I had ambition. I had a waistline. It was great.
She had no husband, and there you go.
So I'm okay with things the way they are. I just sometimes I wish I still look like that, but I'm not going to inject my face full of chemicals so I can look that way. And I'm not going to put a gallon of makeup on.
All I need to do is
I just want a time machine.
I'm going to dye my hair jet black.
You would look stupid. Trace says, I hate the roller coaster of buying a house. Yeah, that's why you should buy land in Florida, and we'll build neighboring barndos. By the way, they're like $40 per square, and they're made of metal. Stand up to a hurricane. We could have a lazy river that connects our houses. Trace says, I have seen, although I'm going to live on the island, so I don't know what the fuck you guys are going to do. I've seen them. I keep telling you both that you're better looking now than you were then. Oh, thank you.
Have you ever seen a picture of me like back in the day?
You just keep getting fucking hotter. It's pissing me off. Okay, so things that we're grateful for. Look, let's shout them out because I'm fucking dying. My back is killing me, and I'm about to kill those dogs.
That dog.
Air conditioning.
Biomat.
Theragun.
I'm grateful. I'm still grateful.
Credit card points.
We did not have a Cat 5 hurricane like we did this week last year. I'm very happy about that.
I'm thankful that we have such amazing friends that are always encouraging us.
I'm grateful that maybe.
Oh, my Bill shirt came today.
Your Bill shirt came
today?
My
new Bill shirt came today, and it came with a
big
koozie.
Game on Sunday.
Now I have 4 fucking koozies. I don't drink beer. Don't know what to do with these 4 fucking koozies, but here we are.
anyways, big game on Sunday. The Dolphins are coming into Orchard Park.
We're gonna
I
be
think we're gonna lay this
at the Bills backer bar, going fucking crazy, and we're gonna win. Don't say anything negative. Don't manifest it.
Yeah, Tracy wants me to. I'll message it to you. I don't even know if I have any pictures from back then.
What are you talking about?
Me with like when I had like back in the day. I have like punk rock pictures from back in the day, but that's
there's pictures of all of this fucking Facebook. I'm tired. Okay, I love you guys.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you Monday.
We'll see you guys Monday. Have an awesome weekend. And if you have any ideas for the podcast, feel free to comment with them. Send them to us privately. We'd love to hear your thoughts because we do it all for you.
All right, go Bills.
Everything I do it for you. Something tells me you have not changed. He hasn't. He looks exactly the same. He grew into his lips. Love you. Night.